Thank you, Minister. I call on Ruth Maguire to speak to Amendment 48 and other amendments in the group. Ms Maguire.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. As Victim Support state in their briefing, significant progress has been made around the information that can be shared with victims. I too am highly supportive of my committee colleague Willie Rennie's amendments on this issue and of Amendment 8 in this group, which establishes a new single point of contact for support services, specifically for the children's hearing system. Victims of offences or behaviour by children being dealt with in the hearing system currently have access to limited information, and committee heard in quite stark terms during evidence sessions the impact of this and the real consequences for their safety, recovery and well-being. It is crucial that they can access the information they need to assist them with any safety planning requirements. The introduction of a single point of contact is therefore very welcome, and I hope that this, along with Willie Rennie's amendments debated in Group 5, will make a meaningful difference to victims. I want to thank the Minister for her engagement and support on my Amendment 48, which places a duty on Scottish ministers to report on the operation of this new service every 2 years, following consultation with the key agencies involved in the children's hearing system. The review is required to assess the effectiveness of support services and identify any steps needed to improve things as a result of that assessment. I will give way.
Martin Whitfield.
I'm very grateful to Ruth Maguire to give way, and can I compliment her on the almost hopeful success with regard to her amendment. And doesn't it speak volumes that the ability to capture the data from people who are actually processing through the system is so important, particularly with various enactments that are coming down the line, so that we actually understand what the lived experience through this system is like?
Ruth Maguire.
I think Martin Whitfield makes that point very well there, yeah. The review is required to assess the effectiveness of support services and identify any steps needed to improve things as a result of that assessment. As part of ensuring the delivery of a high-quality support service for victims, meaningful assessment and scrutiny of its impact in practice will be critical, as will be the implementation of the lessons learned. Really importantly, as the Minister stated in her comments, this review will be informed by those running and using the service. To enable scrutiny and ensure that the rights of victims in the children's hearing system are kept in focus, a report on each review will be laid before Parliament. I'm sure colleagues across the Chamber will welcome the opportunity to take part in that scrutiny and do just that. Presiding Officer.